I'm having feelings for the bucket. Oh, no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
Hello, everybody. I'm that guy they call Beowulf, and I am going to continue the Stanley Parable 2. Well, it's not saying Stanley Parable 2, but it's actually the Ultra Edition, but it's, in the game it changed to Stanley Parable 2. And now we're going to do the bucket ending with the glitch ending. Because apparently what I'm noticing is that if you have a bucket, it changes the endings, and if you have it or not. This is my guess. So we're going to take the bucket to the glitch ending and see what happens.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
What are you talking about? There's no door. There's no door open. Oh, this door one? Oh, yeah.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
I wonder if I
should
can
have
survive
alarmed
down
him,
there.
of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Oh. I wonder if this door opens now.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Oh my god.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Obeyed blindly. Oh my god, this is actually pretty fun. I'm liking this a lot.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life to...
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused?
It's okay,
for
Bucket.
longer,
You're
or
fine
spoken
with me.
quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Oh my god, of course.
It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Oh my god. What's the video gonna be?
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are
That's
the
oddly
optimal
specific.
conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys.
Oh no.
Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, You'll have audiences doubled over in laughter
Wow.
and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war
I'm just
to
playing,
fight
that's me
the
doing that.
12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles.
What is-
All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause.
What
just
is
as our
going on
children
in this
must go
video?
after
What the-
us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
What is going on in this video? Like, what the...
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two-door and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come on, let's head back.
Okay. No glitch ending?
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The
Oh
king
my
of
God.
comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to
Oh my
overthink
God.
things.
This is weird ending. It's not glitching. This bucket's cool though. I kind of want one in real life now.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Did you just open me? I thought I heard that door open. Weird. What? What? Hey, narrator, are you seeing this? There's a dark room. Let's go inside.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video.
Oh my God, don't watch it again, please.
Surely that will help me improve my...
Of course.
Here we go.
Oh.
You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
No. I will not follow your directions.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
I was gonna do that thing again. Okay.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and
Okay.
the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no
just
way I
did.
can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
But
I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud? Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No?
Fuck.
Still not... Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
What the
No. Getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm just I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see. Let's see.
Okay. All right then. We're 11 minutes in.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
I want to do the same ending again without a bucket. See if that's the change. So if nothing happens, I'll be right back.
In this video.
Slightly different.
Ah, welcome back.
This is
You may have
also
noticed
different.
that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Okay, so far, not much has changed, but there are like some like very subtle changes in between. Like the video is a little different. Like glitch room layout is different. Nothing too far. Nothing too different though.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
The audio is a little different. That's about it.
Next to it.
Okay.
Surely behind
I don't think
this
there's anything new in
door,
this.
all the
Mm-hmm. Nothing new. Okay. Nothing new. Alright. But there's another thing I want to try. You know, for a joke, I kind of want to get this in my living room right now. Just a pillow, the little stand, and a bucket. And then when people come over, like, why the fuck do you have this in your living room? I'm like, I don't know. It looks cool. But that's not the point. I'm gonna try the non-bucket ending of that vent thing we did. So I'll see you in a little bit.
believe
This one right
wasn't
here.
5 years ago.
The non-bucket ending on this one. I wonder if it's different. Or is it the same?
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off
What
the
the
beaten
f-
path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
Shut up.
You
Huh.
didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Huh. Okay. That was cool. Alright. For this one, we're gonna go with the confusion ending with bucket.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Mm-hmm.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section
Yes.
and walked straight
This
ahead to
one.
the opposite door.
This has gotta be funny. The adventure line with the bucket. Let's see.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much.
It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
That's awesome. Let's do it.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll
Trademark.
go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Hey, I know this.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and... Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No. No. But my bucket. No. You are not taking my bucket. Oh, the Adventure Line. So funny. That's so funny that they put all this stuff back in here. What the?
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
What is... No, what?
This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No. No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley
Oh, you
Parable.
bastards.
True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
I can't
don't
do
know
this.
what the Bucket
No.
Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure,
Oh,
I
wait.
can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't
No.
get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give
I can't.
the fans what they want. Hurry and...
What the fuck?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
The bucket must live. Okay, let's see what happens if you actually do it.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket.
Fine, I'll do it, but I'm not happy about it.
Saying, how
It
does a character
doesn't
with
wanna
only
do
one
it.
personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10
It's not letting me.
traits. What other object in this can't get back
I
to the
can't do
classic
anything about
Stanley
it. It's
Parable
not letting me do it.
characters Like the adventure. Hurry and...
Okay, it's not letting me do it. Okay. Okay, next ending.
Now
Answer.
pick up the phone.
This is the phone ending.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Uh-oh.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press O to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Oh my god. Press H to take it back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Press L to take it back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press L to get you back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press G to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad, but I suppose
Whoa.
he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press R to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press B to relieve this same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press Z to go home to work. Home to work.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it.
No.
Give it to me now.
No.
Give it or I'll...
Go back to work, Stanley. That was funny. Wait, I just had another idea.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need.
Oh,
If I
wait.
can make it through this door,
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Well, there goes that idea. Okay. Or
Stanley... Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history.
oh my
Of the
god.
countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger. of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
What just happened?
My God,
What the
Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic
Wow.
cast away inside of it. But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Okay, interesting. The bucket murder
How
ending.
wonderful. A committed
One more.
A bucket of
One more and I'll call
culture
it a day.
and
Call it a video.
Stan said the bucket.
Let's see what happens if you
Don't
just
go
jump
to the
off.
meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw
Oh.
himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Okay. That was interesting. Okay, that's about it for this episode. If you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, follow my socials, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye, everyone.
The bucket destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye.